Hello, family, and welcome to my channel. It's your girl, Jane. Let me get you in better lighting. So, this is my first time going live here on YouTube, and I actually am kind of excited about it. We are cutting up a jackfruit today. And for all of you who are new here, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Jane. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You can go ahead and hit like, comment, let me know what you all think. I'm gonna make this pretty simple. I've cut up jackfruit before, and there's a few different ways you can cut it. So I will start with putting on my proper PPE. You guys, I have a bad habit of just, since I'm at home, not with this in particular, but when I'm at home, I tend to just chill and not put on gloves. But whenever you're in the kitchen, especially if you're preparing meals for other people, you never know what can happen. Put on some gloves, okay? So this is a jackfruit. It was more green yesterday than it is today. I wish it was more green because then it would be less sweet, but that's okay. I'm gonna create a brine because I'm gonna make a stew, or what do you want to call a pot roast, if you will, out of this jackfruit. It turns out phenomenally. So you'll need a sharp knife, okay? I have a saran wrapped I have a saran wrap cutting board, and that's gonna be good for you at the end because this things get really sticky and messy. And here it is. We have some oil, and that'll just be to keep that knife oiled nicely. And I'm gonna make sure this makes its way to a bag. And then the pods we will put in this Tupperware right over here. Let me just try to pan this just a little bit more so y'all can see. Can you see it well enough? Okay, I think so. Without cutting me out the frame. So, 1 second, you guys. I got an idea. Okay, I think that's better because I'm gonna have to pan you like that. Cool. Got all our frames in there too. That's crazy how I just started hailing like that. Hail? That was hail on the ground? What was that? That was just rain? Oh, that was a good picture. It looked like hail. You have to see it probably. I did. Well, I thought I did. So we'll put these into 2-inch. I say 2-inch rounds. Yes. Huh? Yeah. I know. I'm not good at this. I don't think this knife is sharp enough. I did know it. But it just, I don't know if I know. Yeah. That's YouTube. Trying something.
Edit.
Huh?
Say edit.
No, I can't. So I put this. Besides that jacket.
Baby Jack. Baby Jack. Ooh, baby Jack. Just kidding.
Car Jackie. Jackie the flip side. Did I do it? Am I doing that right? That's not you? Okay. Am I doing it enough? That's enough? Keep going. Seriously.
You do one side each.
Oh, just like one.
We're not doing
Just hit that.
Yeah, let's see.
So the goal was to show you how to cut a jackfruit. If I can get, okay, I think that did help. Huh? Yeah, it did. Definitely.
Be careful with them being sharp. I don't sharpen them because of you.
That's kind of messed up. But I feel like I don't sharpen them either because of me. Kind of prefer my knives though. I think that works for me. So cut it down the middle. Once you work your way, this knife just don't seem to be long enough. As long as it is. Ugh. Gotta put some muscle into this.
That's some of the first thing about jackfruit.
What? How you know you didn't miss that?
They ain't sticky.
Hence the reason why they know I got my oil here. And
Oh,
you
y'all
see
know
this
that already,
this
viewers.
lined. You see, I'm more prepared this time. I was
You need to put a
smart
garbage
about it.
bag in there.
Let me get a paper bag. Actually, I'll use this one. So until you get a certain amount of subscribers on YouTube, you have to go live from a webcam. So I will be live on this webcam if it is draining. That is what it is. We'll get there. That's why your comments, your likes, and you subscribing matters. It does help to build the YouTube algorithm. That's what I'm learning. And they'll start to see more my videos circulate more. Quarter it. So voila. Voila. Now they look like pods. The more yellow parts, this is what you want to take out. I'll show you first. I'll show you a pod. And these seeds, I'm actually going to keep the seeds too because I make a really good curry soup out of these. I like to repurpose every part of whatever food that I cook with as much as possible. Or whatever food I buy in general.
So just put it like this.
That's what I started with, and it didn't work out for me. It didn't work.
Right. Jackfruit cut it out.
Yeah. So yeah, you can cut it in rounds. That's what I was just saying. You can cut it in different ways, but we're gonna start this way. Here is a jackfruit pod, and it has this extra outer layer. You want to take all this off, and you're left with this. On the inside, you got the seed. Take the seed out, and the inner casing that also comes out. You don't need this. This can go in the trash. And then I will be sitting this in a brine so that I'm able to have this as a stew. A pot roast. Why I keep saying stew? Guess they don't need to see my face. Yeah. Okay. Set you up. So from this jackfruit, I think I'll make 3 different recipes. I'll make a soup. So we'll do a pot roast, a curry, and we'll do some jackfruit tacos. Yeah, I think that's a good start. If I come up with anything else, then I'll just need to subscribe to the page so you can see what I made out of it. Once you loosen it up, the pods come out pretty easily. You can just take them all out and then de-seed them after, whatever is best for you. I like to get these all out the pods and get it out the way so I can get rid of all this extra stuff around here. It's a lot going on sometimes. Come out one at a time. On average, my first time cutting up a jackfruit, it took me about over an hour, over like an hour and 20 minutes. I think I'm down to about 30 minutes. We'll see. I know what I'm doing. Cut across there. You can get out the kitchen. It's easier to see through the like white parts with cut it, so you can easily just grab the sides. One of my favorite restaurants, Tacotarian. The time I go, I get the barbacoa, and the barbacoa is made out of jackfruit. It's like a barbacoa beef, and you can't tell. Obviously, they use canned jackfruit that's like heavily brined and whatever kind of whatever. But I'm gonna make my own brine. Let it sit so it's not so sweet. Hopefully. Let me tell you about the flavor. Tastes like juicy fruit gum. Have you ever had it? I know you taste it, right?
Mm-hmm. I've already told them that. So
juicy fruit. So good, it's sweet. You like juicy fruit gum, you'll like jackfruit. Like, how do you make meat out of this? Believe it, we do.
told them where to buy the jackfruit at. Told them where to buy the jackfruit at.
I bought this one at Sprout. No, I didn't. Thank you. Originally, about a year ago, I couldn't find jackfruit. You couldn't find this in a regular store. You'd have to go to like the Asian market. And lately, I found this jackfruit in Sprouts. And this jackfruit, as of today, March, what am I tripping on? July 23rd, I paid $18.99 for it, which was not bad because when I bought it at the Asian market, I paid about $27 for my first jackfruit. And I thought that was pretty expensive. It was a nice size jackfruit, but I still felt like that was a lot of money. And I think that was because they were charging by the pound, but I don't think it's called for. And somebody else told me it does matter the origin of the jackfruit, like where you bought it, where the origin of the jackfruit is from, because some of them are sweeter than others. Like the ones from Mexico are sweeter than the ones from, I forget the other country. Whatever. You get the point. Somebody just happened to tell me that alone one day. And I was like, oh, okay. You get a Mexican, if you get one from Mexico, it's probably going to be a sweeter jackfruit. Just heads up. If you are not new to jackfruit, tell me what kind of recipes you've made with yours. Do you eat it just like it is? Do you cook with it? or you raised on jackfruit, I find that every time I go shopping, people start to look at my basket. I end up in a conversation about what I'm making. And I am surprised to know that I am tardy to the party because this is a cultural thing for a lot of other races. And I mean, like, you know, they cook with other foods more often than we do. We kind of stick to our basics. But then they'll be like, oh, yeah, we make curries from this. We do this from that. And I'm like, wow. That's how I knew to keep the seeds. One lady in line, she was an Asian woman. She said, keep the seeds. You can make a really good soup out of it. And I looked on YouTube and found a recipe. And I was like, wow.
The importance of
They taste like beans. Yeah. And there's a lot of nutritional benefits in the seeds. Like, there are proteins in the seeds. So I can't tell you how much protein, but I know that you can eat them. What? Nothing like a piece of food you can eat all parts of it, or almost all parts of it. So that is a quarter. We're a quarter of the way through. Boom. Make sure there's no jackfruit left in there. There's nothing like leaving food on the table. All this other stuff is just noise, so we're gonna clear it up. And you know what? Surprisingly, this one is not very sticky. But when it's younger, the younger it is, and the greener it is, the stickier it is. So remember that. And if it's not very sticky, it's usually sweet. It's ripe. That basically means it's ripe. So we have a pretty ripe jackfruit, not a very young jackfruit. Come here, Onyx.
No.
Stay right there, out the kitchen. We are in this thing for the money, honey. It's nothing like making a good meal and sharing it with your family and they like it. Because I am pioneering my way through this plant-based lifestyle. There aren't any people in my family or in my circle that have come before me that has made it simple for me or has given me any recipes or meal ideas. So I'm pretty much doing it all myself. And when I first began this plant-based lifestyle, I was very frustrated. If I might be very honest, I was frustrated because I couldn't figure out what to do. It was frustrating because life was busy. And on top of life being busy, I didn't have the time to sit down and plan all my meals, nor did I have time to, shop for all the ingredients at the right time. It was just always hit and miss. There was something going on. And then on top of that, there is more than one diet in the same household. So cooking for more than one person, sometimes your mind just goes everywhere. Or you're trying to figure out how can I make the same thing but plant-based. And the honest truth is, some things you just cannot replace, and some things honestly just don't need to be replaced. So once I started to get a hang of that mindset, and then just realizing that it's more or less about being nourished than it is about trying to just be fancy and the most creative, then I was able to stick to it with no issue. Like, there was no going back for me. at all. Like I wasn't like slipping up and just eating crazy stuff, but I would not eat, or find myself frustrated because I couldn't figure out what to eat. And now that I've taken more time and become more patient, started following the right pages, I have a better idea of what to cook, what to eat, what my macro and micronutrients need to be in order to like get everything that I should be getting if I were eating an animal-based diet. Like B12 is an essential. It's essential. Our bodies don't create it, but our bodies need it, and we usually get that in our diets from animal byproduct. And because I don't eat animal byproduct, I have to get it through my plants. So my favorite thing to do for that is to have my greens, my Go Good greens. I usually have that every day. There was a point in time when when I was transitioning over from, animal-based diet to plant-based life, and everything was fine except my vitamin D3 levels were extremely low. And the doctor was like, "We're gonna prescribe you some vitamin D3. You can go and pick it up at the pharmacy." And I was just thinking to myself, like, I don't want to take a pill. I'm good on that. So I went to my herbal store and started looking for something natural to take. And then the lady there was just like, "Why don't you take it in greens?" I was like, duh. Sometimes when you're a little bit frustrated or when you get baffling news, you don't really take the time to like really assess. You just think, I need to fix this right now. And so although I know better, in those moments, you have to just really consider what is the best plan of action. So all in all, I started to find which foods contain which macro and micronutrients that my body needs to be healthy or to maintain wellness. And there is a list of foods that you can eat for that. So every week, my goal is to incorporate something from that list of foods. That way I can get like my folic acid, my omega-3 fatty acids, selenium, copper. You want your gold in your body still too. All of these elements are important. Vitamin B6, B3, B12, vitamin C, antioxidants, vitamin K, vitamin A, vitamin E, all of these different things. You figure out which foods contain it and you just buy it and eat it, literally. And if you're not into all of that, you can take supplements. Like you can take herbal supplements. You can drink teas. I do it all. I'm pretty well rounded. I'm a tea girl at heart, so I don't like pills. So instead of taking a capsule, you will catch me drinking my teas. I like jackfruit for the meaty texture. You can create a lot of meat-like dishes out of jackfruit. If you're ever just, if you're like me, you're okay with not having meat, but sometimes you just want that texture, like every now and again. I just want to chew on something that tastes of substance. Out, baby. Out. I think that's part skin. Oh, Jackie. Jackie, oh, Jackie. I want you to see this bowl. Look at where we are already. And this is half a jackfruit, or coming up on half a jackfruit. And I did not weigh the jackfruit. Sorry, I can't tell you how much it weighs, but it's very heavy. So I imagine that this thing was at least like 15 pounds. It's at least about a 15-pound jackfruit. That's why I could not believe that I spent $27 on that jackfruit that time. $27. And that's why after that, I didn't buy another one for a long time because I was just like, if it's going to cost this much, we'll have to rethink this. This is like buying a package of meat or steak, something like that. So get it when it's on sale. Get it when you can find it. All right. Second half of Jackie right here. Let's move this out the way. We don't need that right there. Put a little muscle in it. I think I did this last time. It worked better. Although it is a lot of work, it is so rewarding at the end of it to be able to make at least three dishes out of it. And I'm probably going to share this with my sisters, let them try it. So this is kind of how I did it. See what I did? Loosen them up. Try to cut along those lines. Ooh. That looks weird. Weirdly creepy. Cool. This is Jackie. Looks like a matrix. Okay. We're coming up on 30 minutes. Not quite. We got about 3 minutes. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Honey. All in all, this is how you cut a jackfruit. If you have enjoyed the video to this point, go ahead and drop a comment and just give me a knife emoji. You give me a knife emoji. I know they don't have a jackfruit emoji, although it would be pretty awesome if they did. But just drop an emoji. Let me know you were here. Share a recipe with your girl. I'm doing barbacoa tacos, a pot roast, jackfruit pot roast, and I'll probably do a curry because you can't go wrong with a curry. Oh, I'm here sweating. I want to thank you, Heavenly Father. Anybody else scared for me with this knife? I'm kidding. I'm not scared. I got this. Okay. She is overflowing. Calm down, y'all. Just don't get situated. Yes. Yes. Oh, I just thought about something. I made a jackfruit smoothie one day. I'm gonna make a jackfruit smoothie in the morning. That sounds good. It's gonna be a protein smoothie with the jackfruit. It features cinnamon, vanilla, banana, jackfruit. Although the jackfruit is sweet by itself, the banana just gives it another texture too that I just love. But that jackfruit smoothie is coming to town again. I think it's about time we have a jackfruit smoothie. Just sitting here thinking about the things I can make out of this. Gotta repurpose her well. Oh, what if I made a jackfruit iced matcha? Wow. What? Did y'all hear the jackfruit iced matcha? I am trying that in the morning. I am having a protein shake with jackfruit, and then I'm gonna have a not a protein. I'm gonna have a jackfruit iced matcha. Y'all, I gotta tell you, I'm a master when it comes to the smoothies, the flavor profiles. I am your smoothie girl. I am pretty well versed at my tea profiles too. So like, what might taste well together? Yeah, I can hook a thing or two up. I got you. Although I'm a sucker for my bitters because I like things to taste good, but I like the benefits of drinking tea. So some of the teas that do the most work are very bitter. Neither here nor there. Got nothing but jackfruit, but awesome. This is done. The rest of this might just have to chill on this paper because I'm running out of space in this bowl. I think stuff is gonna start falling over. Okay. But all done. Safe to put you in the bag too. Bye. And to tell you the truth, even if this jackfruit roast comes out just a little bit sweet on the sweeter side, I'm okay with that. Because I was one of those kids growing up that you'd have to put sugar in my rice in order to get me to eat it. So, and like in my beans, like my pinto beans, oh yeah, I'd have to have some sugar in it. So I don't mind food a little bit sweet is what I'm saying, here and there. But I don't use regular sugar. I've got a crush on you, Jackie. There we are. Take that whole top layer off. Let me just show you what that looked like before I cut it off. So that's just a whole layer of just extra stuff. You don't need that. You can't cut through there. See how tough that is? And my idea is to brine about 70% of the jackfruit and then leave about 30% of it unbrined for like my smoothies and tea. My smoothies, mainly for my smoothies. And then I might just try something just because why not? You know, I might make something new as a dessert or like a midday snack. Who knows? Ooh, what if I made like a jackfruit? What if I like dehydrated the jackfruit and made some jackfruit granola? Like put this in my granola mix. That might be pretty fire. I don't know what that jackfruit matcha is about to taste like tomorrow, but I am kind of excited to try it. All right. This is where we are, you guys. And we still got this last quarter left. Back in. It smells so good. It just smells like juicy fruit bubblegum. I really feel like that's where they got juicy fruit from the flavor of this jackfruit. Like y'all could have gave Jackie some props. I feel like y'all the man stays stealing from nature and not giving nature her props. Like y'all could have called it Jackie fruit. Like this could have been called Jackie fruit. That gum should have been called Jackie fruit because that's what it is. It's definitely juicy fruit. So crazy. Y'all just don't never want to give nature her credit. It's cool. Mother, as long as you know, I give you the glory. All in all, you guys, we have reached the end of our jackfruit video. It is a lot of work, but it yields a lot of meat, especially if you're feeding family. These create delicious meals and very great alternatives to a meat replacement. I really am enjoying cooking plant-based meals, and I plan to share a little bit of my journey with you as I have hopped on over to the dark side, YouTube. um, and so if there's anything that you would like to see, shout it out in the comments. Telling you guys, like, your communication, your involvement and engagement means a lot to not just me, but to the algorithm. It really does put me before the people who need to see this kind of information, see this kind of content. Some of you guys may know some family member who's struggling to put down certain foods, and they're probably even like low key on life sentences. Like, hey, like doctor saying if you don't change this, man, you may be out of here. So share this video with them. Share these types of videos with them. There's so much circulating on the internet these days. Let's get something positive before our people. We see enough foolishness every single day. That comes a dime a dozen. But small content creators like myself come very rarely. And I just want to be here to feel appreciated and to know that somebody's sharing it, because they ain't going to just share it with your folks. I'm telling you, they're not going to just share me with your people. So you have to do your due diligence. This is what we have. I'm going to actually slip on a scale and see if I can weigh how much this is. I know it's not a true weight of the entire jackfruit, but this will give you an idea of how much it yields, at least how much I was able to get from that large jackfruit. So I don't think the scale is going to take all this weight, honestly. We'll see. First of all, y'all, look at my scale. This is not a kitchen scale. I am just borrowing this. So let's put it in the right mode. Let's do it by... Oh yeah, of course it's not the right scale. It only goes up to ounces. There's no way. Break the Richter. Yeah, it's not gonna tell me. Definitely over 6 pounds. Listen to this. Over 6 pounds. So there you have it. Clean up is a breeze. See that? Virtually nothing. No mess. You don't have a sticky cutting board. You just go off and throw it in the water. Wash it. If you have paper bags, even better, because it's easier to just like toss all that. No sticky countertop. That's it. All right, so that concludes our video. Here's our beautiful jackfruit. We're gonna brine 70% of it, and then we're gonna put the rest of it to the side for our sweet delicacies. Thank you for watching. Again, hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, be good to yourselves and be good to one another. See you in another video.